So I'd like to talk about freedom of speech. This is something that I have to deal with pretty much on a daily basis. I've already told you guys this, but I'll tell you again. I run an admin quite a decent amount of groups. Let's put it that way. One group in particular. And at first, I was like, I was very. It was me and one other guy, basically, is where the buck stops at. And so I was very, 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 like, dead set on freedom of speech is allowed. This is crazy. We cannot censor what people say. So then we came together and we were like, okay, so yes, freedom of speech should be allowed, but at what? But where does the line go? So we came together and I was like, all right, as long as it's not talking about race, religion, uh, sexual preference, gender, talking about people's families, what culture they are, etc., then freedom of speech 100% all the way. What I've noticed though is recently there has been an intake or an uptake, I should say, and I'm not trying to sound any type of way. I'm just calling it the way it is, the way I've seen it, and the way I've witnessed it. You have a group of people that want to go after and talk negatively about Muslims. Then you have a group of people that want to go after and talk negatively about Americans. Then you have a group of people that want to go after and talk negatively about white people. Then you have this group, which I'm running across, that I would like to refer to as white trash, freedom of speech crying, First Amendment crying goofballs that think that they can say or do whatever, and that falls under free speech. Well, guess what? Your First Amendment may protect you from that. I disagree that it does in all actuality, dog. It doesn't. But let's just say that, according to the First Amendment, you can go down the street yelling the N word or the F word, or I hate saying that. I would rather just say the word because we all know what I mean. But I'm not going to do it. So, dog, you go do it. Find out what happens because you're going to get something regardless. It could just be an ass whipping, but you're going to get something. Now, let's correlate this within what I'm talking about. You can have that all you want to, but I'm telling you, anything I conduct or anything I'm a part of, to where I have the say so, I don't fuck your First Amendment. Fuck it. Because listen, you can say or do whatever you want to say or do. I have no issue with it as long as you're not directly going after people due to a skin color, due to if they're a male or a female, if they like males or females, due to what culture or religion they believe. Like anything outside of that, I don't care what you say. But I would also like to add a stipulation to that too. Like I don't think you should. I don't have a problem with lying. I don't even have a problem with the manipulation. What I have a giant problem with is lying, harmful lying. I guess is what I could say. So there's a difference in telling little bitty white lies and manipulating things in your favor that there's really nothing negative is going to come out of it with the other person or anyone else involved. It's just benefiting you, but it's not hurting anyone. No problem with that. What I have a problem with, though, is blatant lies. I can give you some examples. Let's just say that me and you worked together, and you went and told someone, I just saw Blake do a big fat rail of cocaine. He took a shot of Jack Daniels, and he started saying the N word over and over and over. Like he said he hated him. That's where there's a big problem with lying. That's where freedom of speech shouldn't be there. But then you get into this convoluted mess of well, how would you know, and like due process, and like, well, that's very rare something like that happens to that extent or degree. But that's just like, let's just pretend that I was a female and I went out here and lied and said X, Y, and Z person raped me. Or shit, this ain't going anywhere because I've done said a bunch of words in here and they done got me shut up, man. But let's just say I said that and I was lying about it. There should be consequences. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I also don't think. Now, I want to go back to something real quick before I end this video, because this was just. I want your guys' opinion and input on this. Like, do you truly believe that there should be no limit or no filter on freedom of speech? Do you think that? No, I can see this in two different ways, my friends. I can see this in one way. If you do, let them say it, because they're. If you let them say it and they say it, they are putting a big red flag up and a sign up that says, "This is the type of person I am. Stay away from me. This is my value and my character." So let them. But then another part of me is like it's completely and utterly ridiculous, because like hate builds hate, hate breeds hate, and think of the impressionable minds that could see things or hear things and think that that's cool or badass or acceptable. Huge issue with that. So let me know what you guys think about that. Probably ain't gonna get more than fucking 50 views, because for some reason I have utterly been shadow banned. I've been talking shit about making some new channels. I actually need to do it. So, but let's go back to this manipulation. There is some instances where I've already gave you an example of an instance where I just don't lie about stuff like that. And obviously use discretion, because you understand when I say there's not really an issue with manipulation and lying. You understand that I'm talking about little things, not something major or big. Like, obviously, don't go cheat on your wife or husband and lie about it. That's like do unto others. You're breaking right then and there, dog. Don't do that. But so let's go into an example of manipulation that is not okay. I'll give you an example of manipulation that I truly believe is okay. So, well, for an example, let's just say that I woke up late and did not go to work. Right? Didn't want to go to work. Whatever. And there was an issue I had. Like, let's just say that I knew I was sick, or I was hurt. You know, like something, shoulder, back, knee, arm, whatever, it doesn't matter. And now I was still going, let's just say you were still going to go to work, but then you woke up late and you're like, shit, dude, I don't even feel like it today. So instead of like expressing that, you focus out on the well, my shoulder's hurting, like I can't make it. That is manipulation to a degree, but it's not hurting anyone other than you're probably not going to get paid for it, so you're hurting yourself. But that's an example, probably a petty example of manipulation. I'll try to think of a better one. I can't think of any right now. There's not many scenarios or instances where I think it's okay to lie and manipulate. There is some, however. Give you an example here. Hey Blake, do you like this shirt? Do I look good in it? Now me, I can sit here and say, no, I don't. I wouldn't wear this shirt. I don't like it. I think it's too baggy on you. It doesn't look good on you. That's me in my mind. But the speech that comes out of my mouth is, do you like it? Yeah. Well, looks great. Looks good. No worries. As long as you like it, that's all that matters. And I think you would be like, you don't want to be one of them people that just tell the blatant truth all the time and disregard everyone else's emotions or feelings. I was that person for a while, and you don't want to be it. I was asked by a person I love very, very, very deeply with all my heart one time if I thought they were overweight. And this was during a period to where I just told you what I thought and the truth, the way I saw it, and no filter. And I told them, and they said that I wouldn't hurt their feelings. And they said all this, but I told them, yeah, I think you are. And you could tell in their eyes that they weren't okay with that. Like, it did hurt their feelings. So, but let me know what you guys think. It's Game Informing the Play of Life. I'm talking to you. So is everyone else. And this is what we do. We create illusions. This is an illusion. Every single bit of it is an illusion. There's one very real thing here. Very, very, very real. And that is you. The rest of it's an illusion, even though you're kind of an illusion within here. But you're not really. So, we have an experience. We tell stories, we talk some shit, we snap out of it. We exit backwards ass shit show land, aka hell, enter beautiful, real ass reality I'd like to refer to as paradise, nirvana, the silver city, aka heaven on earth, aka right here, right now. However, let me tell you this. This over here is very similar to this over here. The only difference is we're now with some magic going on, dog. That's it. Mask off. Keep it off. Love you.